Okay guys, it's me, Jonah. I'm back with another video. Today I am going to be talking to you guys about The Voice and letting you guys know how this next show is going to work and what it's going to be going for, like from like how many there is now to how many are going to be there after these next two episodes, and just how it's going to work with the virus and all that stuff. So yeah, let's get right into this video. And okay guys, so I was looking at some websites trying to figure out exactly what the process is going to look like for the rest of the season and like how this next episode is going to work. So obviously with this virus, they can't do any production on stage wise. So they're going to be doing what American Idol did, where they're all going to be singing from their houses. And how it's gonna work is they're probably gonna do like this episode is gonna be called the live playoff episode. So there's gonna be 17 people, the four from each team. Then they're gonna say the save winner. I'm guessing before everyone else starts singing, which I'm assuming it's gonna be Michael Williams. And then each team will probably get their chance to sing. And then overnight, America will get to vote. And then they're gonna go back to two episodes a week. And so Tuesday night will be the results episode. And how it's gonna work is for each team, there's gonna be the top vote getter from each team will be America's pick. Whoever gets the most votes, and they will automatically advance into the next round. And then you're gonna have the next person from each team. The coach will get to save one person from each team that they want to, who they feel like they want to move forward with, and they feel like America is going to relate to the most, and who they think they can win the show with. And then at that point, you're gonna have 8 contestants in all, 2 from each team, and then the top vote getter from each team that's left will advance to the wild card round. Well, they will each sing for America, and then America will get to vote them through into the top 9. So you're gonna have 8 people who officially move on after Tuesday night, and then they're gonna have 4 people who are gonna compete in the wild card round. I'm not sure if it's gonna be like an instant save thing where they all sing, and then you get like 5-10 minutes to vote, or if it's gonna be where it's gonna be like an overnight thing to where like American Idol did, where they let America vote, it stopped, and then they don't announce who made it until the next episode, like they did with the 4-way knockout. I have a feeling it's going to be something like that, to where they're all going to sing at the results show, and then voting is going to close the next morning, and then they won't announce who made the top 9 until the next episode. Yeah, so everyone will be singing from home, and there will be 9 people who end up advancing out of the 17 that are left by next Monday. So you're going to go from live playoffs to then the semifinals, which are going to have 9 people this year. Usually it's 8. And then you're going to go from that to the finals. So you're only going to have 3 live shows on Mondays this season, where there's going to be, obviously there'll be there's 6 episodes left technically if you count the Tuesday night to the Tuesday episodes also. But yeah, so I'm not sure how I like this process. In my opinion, I would rather just have all of them sing, all 17 sing, and then have just 9 advance based off of America's vote, with like the last 2 being or like the 9th being in like an instant save type thing between 9th, 10th, and 11th. Like I don't understand why they have to do top 2 from each team, because I think obviously there's teams that are better and stronger this year than others. Like I think Team Kelly and Team John had the 2 weaker teams, and Team Blake and Team Nick had the 2 stronger teams. And so somebody from Team Blake, who I thought all 4 would be in the semis, maybe. Now there's going to be someone from Team Blake who gets robbed of being in the top 9 because a team can't have all their contestants make it. And then you're going to have people like Nick's team, where Nick probably would have had at least 3 people in the semis, but now he may only get 2, because you don't know who's even going to be in this wild card, much less which team member is going to win it. So it's just kind of all over the place. But I guess I'm going to go through my predictions from each team and tell you guys who I think will be America's pick, the coach's pick, and who I think will be in the wild card round representing each team. And then eventually I will say at the end who I think will win the wild card round based on my predictions, and then I will say my top 9 again. So then I will, I guess, by the results next week, we'll see how close I am. And yeah, so let's get right into this. So from Team Blake, we have Todd, Tanisha, Joey, and Joanna. So I think these 4, I think, should all be in the semis, which kind of the problem is that only 3 get to, at least 2, at most 3 get to be in it. So you can't have 4. So what I have for my predictions is that America's pick is going to be Todd. I think that Todd's texture and grit and his country tone and ability to sing country, it will get that country fan vote, and that a lot of people love his energy and happiness that he uses when he performs, and that will put him above the rest of the team members, and which is why I think he'll end up being America's pick. Then if that ends up being true, then Blake will have to choose between the other 3. And in my mind, I think that this should go any way. Blake could choose to go more country. But if Todd is the winner of the first of America's pick, he may choose to go with more soul and tone than pick Joey as his second choice. And so in my opinion, I think Tanisha will end up being the coach's pick, because she can sing anything. She's versatile and she's powerful, and he knows how to work with people like that. Like, he worked with Kyla Jade, for example. This is one example of someone he's worked with that doesn't fit the stereotypical country vibe that made it far on the show. Like Chloe Kohansky, she was definitely not country, and she made it. She won the show. So it's just, I think that Tanisha will end up being the coach's pick. So you have them 2. And then the wild card pick for Team Blake, I'm right now going to say Joey, because obviously Joanna, I said in my power ranking video that I thought she was going to be in the finale. But at that time, I didn't know how this episode was going to work. And now that I do, I think Joey will actually get more votes than Joanna, because she fits the more country vibe, even though she's a lot of rock too. I think she fits the more country vibe than Joanna. And I think more people like Joey than Joanna. I think a lot of people think Joey's underrated, in that I know Joey will kill whatever song she sings, but she has so far, and she knows how to work the stage very well. But Joanna, sorry, she sang a song that didn't fit her voice that well in the knockouts, in my opinion. And I think that Joey is more of a performer and may stand out more, and that's why I think America will end up giving more votes to Joey over Joanna. So sadly, I think Joanna will be the odd man out on Team Blake, sadly again, and we'll see what happens, but that's just what I think is going to happen on Team Blake. So now we get into Team John. So Team John has Cam West, Zan Fiscum, Mike Jarrell, and then Mandy Castile. So my America's pick for Team John is Cam West. I think that America has fallen in love with Cam West over anybody else on Team John, and I spent a while thinking about which one I think is going to be America's pick. I do think John's team is kind of weak, and that if they were just doing this top 9, there's a chance you'd only have one contestant in it. And which is kind of sad if you think about it, but it is what it is. I do think Cam West, he has the more dynamic control and the power and the softness and the grit, the runs he can do. He has more of a star quality over the other people on Team John, and I think America has fallen in love with him more than anybody else, and that's why I think on Team John, and that's why I think he'll be America's pick. Then the coach's pick, I think it's going to be Zan. I think it's definitely going to be Zan. John seems to love Zan, loves her tone, loves the softness and captivatingness of when she sings, and I wouldn't be surprised if he goes a different route, but if Cam West ends up being America's pick, Zan, I think, will be the coach's pick, and which, I wouldn't be upset about at all. I think Zan deserves a top 9 spot also. She can definitely sing, and it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. And then, so if it comes down to the wild card between the 2 that I haven't talked about yet, between Mike and Mandy, I previously actually had Mike in the wild card spot, but now that but going back to it, I personally like Mike better, but I think Mandy will end up getting it, because I think she's bilingual. She's bilingual, Mike's not, and as long as Mandy sings a song that showcases her bilingualness, she will get votes from people from the Latin Americans that are watching the show, and I think that will prevail her over Mike. Just not enough to make it to the top 2, but I do think that Mandy will actually have top 2 in votes, but that for a coach's pick, that John will pick Zan over Mandy, but that Mandy will be in the wild card round singing for America's vote along with Joey, and that Mike will end up being the odd man out on Team Blake, which kind of sucks because he probably had a top 5 audition this season. But yeah, so now we get to my opinion. I think probably the team that's going to have 5 going into the top 17. So the team that really has the best chance of having 3 into the semis is Team Nick. So you have Thunderstorm, Allegra, Ari, Roderick, and then I think the save winner is going to be on Team Nick, and that's Michael Williams. So Team Nick has a really strong team. She's done a really, really great job this season with picking people. I kind of disagree with one decision. I think that he should have picked John over Ari. But other than that, he's made really good decisions, stealing Thunderstorm, for example. And this is going to be, I think Nick has a great shot to win this season. So I think America's pick is going to be Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm and Allegra are going to be like neck and neck the whole way, voting-wise. But I think Thunderstorm will get a slightly more votes because he's just more unique and he's probably one of the craziest tones, and he has more of a star quality to him. That's why I think he's going to be America's vote. But then you have the coach's vote, and I think Allegra will get it. Nick knows how good Allegra is, knows that she can be in the finale, and that she could be his ticket to the finale. And for all those reasons, Nick will end up choosing Allegra over, I think his toughest. I think any of the other people Nick may have a hard time not picking, but I think Allegra will sneak by the rest of them. But yeah, so then for third place voting-wise, I think it's going to be really, really close between Michael and Ari, but I think Michael will get the slight edge as long as he sings another song that everyone loves, because he has that kind of like the hot guy vibe in a way, along with being able to sing and emote in the song, and the impressiveness of how much he's grown on the show since his audition will get him votes, and I think depending on what song he sings, I will be voting for him even, and I think that Michael Williams will be the one representing the wild card spot for Team Nick, and that Ari and Roderick will both be going home, sadly, after tonight's episode, or not after Monday and Tuesday night's episodes, because I just think that Roderick, he's older, and he may not be able to relate to him as much, and I think that Ari, she definitely deserves a spot, but that I think that the other people on Team Nick are just better. I think if she was on Team John, I think she would definitely at least advance to the wild card round, but it just so happens that she's on probably the toughest team this season, and that's the way it has to be because of this because of this voting system. They want it to be fair for all coaches, which I mean, I get it, but it just sucks that people have to go home where they may not have gone home if they were on a different team. That was a little weaker. So yeah. So now we go to Team Kelly. So Kelly has Mandy Thomas, Megan Danielle, Micah Iverson, and Cedrice Weber. So America's pick should come as no surprise. It's going to be Megan. I don't see Megan not being America's pick, and even if she's not, and someone else is, then Kelly would definitely immediately pick Megan. But yeah, Megan, I think, is the obvious pick here. She, I think, has the potential to win the show and she'll be in the finale. Definitely, in my opinion. I don't think there's a way she's not in the finale. And she just has a unique tone and a star quality to her voice that has like a country vibe and a singer-songwriter vibe. And it's just incredible to watch her perform. She's so mature for vocals-wise for her age, and she I think she'll be America's pick. So then you have the coach's pick, and this one intrigues me a little bit because you have Cedrice and Micah. And Cedrice is obviously Kelly's steal of the knockouts, and you have Micah, who Kelly continues to invest in and love, and continues to think he'll be in the finale. And which makes it such a hard decision. Also, you have Mandy too, but I also don't think Mandy's going to be in it. But I think it's tough because you have to think about Kelly, what's going through Kelly's mind, where people are reacting to her decision in the knockout, and that maybe if Micah, obviously I don't think Micah will be America's pick, but that if she has to choose between Cedrice and Micah, she may end up going with Cedrice because she doesn't want to seem like she's playing favorites in a way, which she kind of was in the knockouts. But if she picks Micah again, then I think we know that she's playing favorites a little bit instead of giving it to who really deserves it, because I think Cedrice should be the coach's pick, and if she's not, unless Micah just blows me away on Monday night, I think I'm going to be kind of upset if Cedrice doesn't get the coach's pick or she isn't in the top 2 to begin with. So yeah, then you have the wild card pick, which I think is going to be Micah for Team Kelly. I think that Mandy just doesn't seem to have a lot of fans because she hasn't gotten a lot of screen time on the show as many as other contestants. Like she was one of the ones that got montaged in the knockouts, and it's sad. And even her battle didn't really shock me in any way. And obviously, she can sing opera, but that's not really prevalent in the U.S. It's more prevalent in foreign countries than it is here. And I think that opera isn't going to get you votes in America as many as like a country person will, or as many as a singer-songwriter will in America. So yeah. So my wild card picks are going to be Joey Fogo from Team Blake, Mandy Castillo from Team John, Michael Williams from Team Nick, and then Team Kelly, Micah Iverson. So if I had to choose which one I think will make the top 9, I would say Joey. I think it will end up being between Joey and Michael because those both, I think, are two of the people who I think will get the more votes between those 4. But if I had to choose one person who I think will make the top 9 between those wild card picks, to be Joey. So I think Team Blake will end up being the team with 3 in the top 9, but that Nick has a definite shot to do it too. This is going to be really, really interesting, and I kind of don't like how they cut live shows down, because you don't get to hear more from the contestants in a live setting, even though like they sing all the singing from their homes now. You don't get to hear people like perform for fans and see how well they do under that pressure of singing live. And I just think that this season is good. Like, it has great talent, but the way they formatted this season is something I don't like, that I hope my mind changes when I'm watching all this. But I really wish there could be more live shows, because I want to hear more. Like American Idol, they have plenty of live shows. I don't know why they get more episodes in a season than The Voice does, because it feels like The Voice seasons are always shorter than them. They're in American Idol. In American Idol, they can seem to cut like 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. They seem to have more episodes in the lives than The Voice does, and I don't understand why they don't give The Voice more time to do that, because in my opinion, with the 17, they should have gone from 17 to 12 to 10, then to 8, and then to maybe 6, then 4, and then the finale. I don't think they should be going from 17 to 9 to 4. That's just bad. 2 awful cuts in a row, and it's gonna be really emotional. Both of these next weeks are gonna be awful to see who all gets cut and who deserves it, who really deserves to make it. That kind of just got a bad position on a team wise, and I feel like Joanna and Ari are the two that if they don't make it through, like I said, I think those two are going to be the 2 people who I feel like are going to get the most robbed from this format, because both of those girls deserve to make the top 9, and if they were on another team like Blake or Kelly, I would see them making at least the wild card, if not already making it into the top 9 set out, because they're good and talented. And it just sucks that people like that won't get to move on because of the team they're on being so strong. But it is what it is, and I still can't wait to watch this next episode. I will hope. I'm not sure if I'm going to be working yet on Monday night. I don't know my schedule just yet, but if I am, I will get reactions from Monday night's episodes, like the singing wise, as soon as I possibly can. I'm gonna try to react to as many of them as I can. I'm dealing with some copyright issues also, so I'm trying to figure all that out so my videos don't get copyrighted. I had 2 over the night get copyrighted, so I'm trying to figure out. I think I've had 4 in total now, so I'm trying to figure out how to not get them copyrighted, so I can still be releasing reactions to you guys. And so yeah, guys, expect more Sunday night for American Idol, and more the next night for The Voice. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys enjoy. Thank you.